Okay, hello everybody. My name's Jameson Young. I'm sitting here with Jameson Young.
Hello.
Today we're talking about the so-called controversial remarks that Liam Neeson, the actor, said. So we're going to be watching a video and a couple clips of him here and there, and Jameson and I will be, kind of talking about it.
She told me she had been raped. I asked, did she know who it was? No. What color were they? She said it was a black person. I went up and down areas with a crush, hoping some black bastard would come out of a pub and have a go at me about something, so that I could kill him. And it took me a week, maybe a week and a half to kind of go for that.
So, what do you think about it? I think they should just leave the poor guy alone. He's always seemed like a pretty good guy to me, and he's a good actor, and I don't think he really said anything wrong. He was just being honest. Is it bad though that he went straight to wanting to hurt a black person? I think that's the main thing they're mad about. Well, first of all, he didn't do nothing wrong. He just thought about it. And I think it's kind of common to have an overreaction if, somebody does something violent to you or someone you know. And as far as it goes, I mean, this was 40 years ago. I'm not going to hold it to any, let's say a Vietnam veteran who spent several years hating Asian people, and that was decades ago, and since then he's gotten over it and shows no history of, hating Asian people. I'm not going to hold it to a black person who, was wronged by a white person decades ago, and then that was years ago, and in the last several decades hasn't shown any history of hating white people. I'm not going to hold it to somebody who went through a bad experience, then just spent a little bit of time, let alone 1 week, and then got over it. But he did automatically go to color. Why did he just automatically jump to, the person's race or the person's color and, nothing else? Well, he did say that, he said that was part of the conversation. And, this conversation took place 40 years ago. I don't think he really made it specific on exactly, what category number that conversation fell into as far as when the race was brought up. But at the same time, yes, if somebody victimizes you, the things that are going to stand out about that suspect are the most unique things. If somebody is 7'4", that's automatically going to stand out to me, because automatically there's only like 1 in thousands of people who are that tall. Well, if somebody is a minority, I mean, I don't know what percentages in England or Ireland were, 40 years ago, but I could assume that black people were by far the minority. So they make up a few percentage of the population. Of course, that characteristic is going to stand out to the person who was victimized. I'm half agreeing with you. Why do you think, I could understand if this was like a couple years ago or something. This was over 40 years ago. Why do you think there's such a harsh backlash on this story? I don't know. I think bullcrap stories like this, a couple things, actually like dozens of things, but a couple things that stand out at me. I actually think stories like this are just ways to, what do I want to say, to take attention off of the real problems going on in the black community. So, I know this isn't a race show. It's about this episode's about standing up for Liam Neeson, but if it was going to be about, the problems in the black community, this episode would probably be about 8 hours long. And I think a lot of this stupid stuff the media centers in on just is about taking off the focus off of the real problems that are affecting the black community. I mean, there's 7,000-8,000 blacks killed every year in America, and over 98% of them are not killed by white people, and only 3 or 4% of them are killed by Hispanics. So take a wild gander on who's killing the rest of them. The other reason is, and this just seems to be a little bit more and more apparent all the time, I think there's some truth to that whole thing about those who scream loudest often have the most to hide. So I can't help but to think these people who are screaming how evil and horrible Liam Neeson is, yeah, they might want to look in the mirror and reflect in on themselves. And then we're gonna follow it up by like these remarks on Twitter. I'll read the remarks, and then I guess probably Jameson here will comment on them. Okay, Ash Sakar says on Twitter that Liam Neeson interview is just so saddening and yet, yes, still racist. It reinforces the idea that people of color, and especially black men, are collectively responsible for the misdeeds of one, and that when a woman is sexually violated, it's a man who is truly left wounded. I think this girl's just stupid. I love the end. If men don't get mad about some woman getting violently assaulted. If they don't get mad, well, they're bad. If they do get ragingly mad, they're bad too. George Johnson says Liam Neeson, is definitely a reminder that there are folks who walk around hoping to provoke black people so they can kill us. A lot of them are in law enforcement and politics. Yes, like I've already stated, there are people who walk around looking to kill black people. They're called black people, so I think he ought to look up some crime statistics before he keeps running his mouth. But anyway, that's our little conversation on Liam Neeson. Thank you for tuning in to our YouTube channel. Thank you.